he tells you to go down into these doors. And when you're going down into these doors, it's like you guys are going into an underground. It's almost like an underground sewer system, and it is, you know, below the streets. And that's where we're going to continue on with the next chapter. And you guys are descending deep into the tunnels of Nestora, and these tunnels. You know, these tunnels are full of slime, full of drudge. You know, you can see, you know, all these holes on the top of the roof, because these tunnels are about, as you get down into this labyrinth of tunnels, it does have a very, very horrible smell to it in the first place. And Ocker says, we're safe down here. The guild will not come down here. So these... I want to try to explain this the best way as I can. It's sort of like you're running in a pipe, and it's about a 6-foot tall pipe. They're rounded, so it's not like it's just a square running down your stereotypical square hall. These are rounded pipes. They are somewhat slippery. Yeah, and exactly, because they do round up from the bottom. And you find that out a couple times as you guys are running. You're starting to run up on the side a little bit and starting to slip back down. Nobody falls. Anything like that. You guys are, you know, you guys are fine. Nobody, you know.
I don't want to fall in any of that slime. That's disgusting. I like to be clean, 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 clean.
So you guys are in a subterranean ruins, and you guys are stopped for a couple minutes. Ocker's kind of, you know, getting his breath for a couple seconds, and he tells you that the guild law enforcement just won't come down here. You know,
so I'm going to tell him, I'm going to tell Ocker, why do they think we did those horrible things? We were helping out. We even won some certificates.
I have certificates for where?
For the taco hut.
The taco shack. Oh my God, you're going to eat there?
I hear it's the best place in all Nestora.
Oh, I don't know who told you that, but I wouldn't eat there. They serve like low-grade rat meat.
Now, what exactly is low-grade rat meat? Because rat meat is a delicacy where I'm from.
It would be like them coming here down into the sewers, trapping rats, and then grinding it up and putting it on your tacos, Lester. You may like that, but I don't know if the others would.
How about you, Decker? You like rats?
I ask him, no, I don't. I like to kill them, but I don't like to eat them. We got these certificates from Hammertoe. Have you heard of him? Can he be trusted?
Hammertoe? I've never heard of this Hammertoe. What is it, Hammertoe? Is he... Well, who is Hammertoe?
Well, he's the captain, Captain Hammercold.
His name is Captain.
Oh, he's
Hammertoe?
Oh, he's part of one of the guilds. No, I don't have anything. You know, I have nothing to do with any of these guilds.
So who are you exactly? Because I feel like I'm putting my life in your hands, and I appreciate you helping us out, but at the same time, we're in the sewer. So, you know, there's that.
We'll just say this. I work for someone that has great interest in one of your friends, the Beer Baron.
Oh, yeah, we're great friends, if that's going to help us.
How else would I have heard of Folly's great, magnificent shot that was heard round the world?
It would be Uncle.
Oh, it's gone all the way around it now.
Good luck.
It has. There was tales of this shot where you jumped off the side of like a very high ledge, and you had done 3 or 4 different spins and a tumble and shot your weapon at the same time. And not only did you kill one of these hellions, these creatures from the Chaos Wars, but your shot ricocheted off of the different machinery inside of the brewery and literally single-handedly took down every single hellion. It was such an amazing story to hear, Folly.
Yeah, I remember that. I had a slight itch in my crotch.
He just kind of chuckles.
We all remember it.
Yeah, we all remember it because we killed just as many as she did.
Oh,
yeah, that was a sweet shot.
Oh,
sweet shot.
All of you were there.
All
Oh, well, the story doesn't say that. It just talks about Folly's, single-handedly taking the Hellions and saving the brewery from utter destruction from these beasts.
I'm gonna have to have a word with the beer baron.
I think we work as a team. It doesn't matter who gets the credit as long as we all work together.
Speak for
We know
yourself,
the
Saurian.
truth. Sorry, Glitter. That's just how I feel.
I want more recognition. Thank you very much.
Well, you got
My
lots of
hard work.
recognition if you want to go up top, because lots of people are going to want to get close to you.
Yeah, Aker says we are in a deep sewer system that was constructed about a decade ago. And as the work was proceeding along with building this, this sewer system, all of a sudden, the construction crew and the others that are involved in building this sewer system found and discovered a bunch of remains of pre-Chaos War cities deep within the caverns below the ground of Nestora. So, they halted construction. They halted everything. They basically just kept it the way that it was. And they did this because they were fearing that there were going to be treasure seekers and adventurers that were going to basically flood Nestora and, start having all of these awful, things start to happen with the mixing of the crowd on the streets with all of these crowds that are now in the subterranean ruins, and they just didn't want that, so they tried to keep it a secret, and they've done a good job for the last decade. And
So
plus they didn't know if there was anything awful buried within the ruins.
So this is from when the Saurons ruled, huh?
Yeah. There's
So-
some Saurian cities, some Orc cities. They just didn't, the local leaders of the guilds. They just kept this discovery quiet. And then of course as time goes on, there are rumors and stories leaked. About how dangerous the sewers are underneath the city. So it even made the story that much more believable, where the cities would not come down into the sewers. It just
So,
yeah.
have you had the opportunity to do a lot of, scavenging or looking around at the cities or doing anything? Because I want to know if you've seen something.
I've been down here several times, but only to basically explore routes. What would be the quickest route? I have my business partners that have interest in the beer baron and also some other things in the store. They do have some plans of the sewers and some rough sketches of these all of these cities. I know where some of them are located, but this area that we're talking is 3 to 4 square miles, which is vast in an area like this. So what my job is to find quick and safe and easy routes in case I need to have anyone like yourselves taken out that has any kind of personal interest with my group that I'm associated with. So we are to use this. We're not to explore. If that is what you wish to do later on, that is fine. But I won't be a part of that. I'm here to bring you to my employers.
Well, let's go there. I want to see if they know anything about us being called terrorists.
Aker, thank you for your help and assistance. What is your organization?
The Voss Group.
The Voss Group.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, I'm associated with the Voss Group. So as you can see, there are all kinds of, all these stories told of predatory creatures roaming the darkness and, tremors and landslides. Well, there are some machines down here that actually make that happen. So that's just part of the fear to make, the citizens on the streets fear coming down here.
That's really smart.
Yeah, it
really
is.
Smart. Because I would really be interested in looking around some, just because, and I'm going to lift up my shoulder a little, my shirt a little bit, and show my Nintendo Power Glove. I was just wanting to know if you've ever seen anything like this before.
Lester, put your shirt
What
back
is
on.
that? What is that? A gauntlet, Saurion?
A special gauntlet. I found it in the garage, in the basement of my house, and it's why I'm on this quest. You know, Dave, and keep in mind, kind of off character. Keep in mind that I've already ascertained that this bottom area is when the Saurons ruled, and remember that I ultimately want Saurons to rule again.
Oh,
So-
I know you do.
So now I'm clicking that in my head, like I better know to go back and look at this, because maybe there's a hint of what will allow us to wrest power back from these lower races.
Ooh.
But then outside, I'm like, sweet. You ever see anything like this before?
I've seen gauntlets before, but nothing as with that technology. Where did you find that, Saurion?
I found this way east, west of here. I don't want to tell you exactly where, because we're still looking for other stuff in the same area. But just keep in mind, if you ever see anything cool like this, let me know. I'm a collector.
Yes. As he kind of rolls his eyes a little. Yes, absolutely. The next time I travel to the west, that's what I'll be doing, is looking for another one of these power gloves that you have here.
Or if you see one here while you're looking for trails underneath the ground, and you're like, oh, let me move this boulder for a trail. What's this? A power glove? I know that guy Lester likes these. I'm going to grab it, and maybe I'll make a little cash from him. He's an all right guy.
What are we going
That's
to
what I'm thinking.
If you need to stop for rest, I would since we are resting now, Folly, I would probably go ahead and eat now, because we have a very tumultuous journey in front of us of about 4 miles. It's somewhere between 3.5 and 4 miles. So if you need to eat now, Folly.
Oh, good. I think I saw a cow back there. Down one of the other tunnels. I will be back.
But we haven't gone anywhere yet. As he's pulling it down the other tunnels, and he pulls out his little pad. He has one of these Nestora pads as well. Nestora pad 1E 5000, whatever it's called. And he pulls up this little map of the tunnels. And I'm going to show you. And he says, we're here. He points basically at the top right-hand side of the top left-hand side of the map. We are here. Now we need to make it all the way over to here to the east. So we're going to be traveling east. And we need to work our way through these tunnels. Like I said, they're about 6 foot tall. They're curved.
Do I see this map?
Yeah, you should be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
My first comment is, who makes tunnels like this?
It was the guilds. They were like I had just told you, Folly. The guilds were building this sewer system, and then that's when the ruins were found to the east and to the west.
What's that gigantic green thing in the center?
Did they find any cows? Or
No,
here?
they found they found no cows, but they were hoping that they did not find any very vicious cows, these monstrosity cows, Folly, because that's they wanted to tame the citizens on the streets and deter them from coming down here because of those big cows.
Is this Tuesday?
It's no, it is Thursday. Why?
Oh, never mind then.
Don't let it get you down. She's like that all the time. In her mind, she thinks something, but her mouth, it comes out different.
Oh, I see. Did she have something dropped on her, or?
We don't know, but after a while, you start picking up on stuff.
Oh.
You just haven't clued in yet.
No.
But you'll get it. You'll get it. Don't worry, buddy. And I pat him on the back. You're an alright guy. Thanks for saving us. Now, what's this gigantic green thing in the center?
It's it's where all the sewage goes. It's like the main pit of sewage.
Yeah, let's go around that. Just an FYI.
Vertigo.
I like sewage so much.
Vertigo 483. When I'm DMing, I try to look over as much as I can. So if I miss something, don't be offended by it, because I will answer your question. It's just that I need to I need to see it first. If I don't see it, you know, when I'm DMing, I try to concentrate all of my time on that. So
Okay,
don't
Marco,
take it
lead the way,
personally.
I guess.
Don't take it personally. I'll answer your question, bud. But when I'm DMing, I try to stick to and focus to
Or
the
should
game.
we? Did you guys want to rest?
You guys have a couple minutes to, you know, as he's talking to you about, you know, the history of the tunnels and all these other cities and whatnot. You guys have plenty of time to drink, to eat, and all that other good stuff.
Well, there's plenty of water around. Anyone else thirsty?
I pass on the local water things.
Yeah, thanks, Folly. I'll pass on that too.
I was talking about these bottles of water, but I'll take one.
That makes much more sense. Because I don't drink water. I don't drink water where I have to chew the chunks. That's not good for me.
You guys want to take a before you guys start on your journey down the tunnels? You guys want to take a break? Have finished your short little rest. I mean, what do you guys? Did you guys do anything else in particular, or any other questions for Ocker before you guys move on? Like you said, you have like a 3.5 to 4 mile journey.
I only have one question for you, Dave.
Sure.
Why does the one guy look like Vanilla Ice, and the other guy look like another 80s thing? Let me look to see who he was.
Because I'm still stuck in the 80s, Lester, just like you are.
Wait, what guys?
There was a guy, I'm trying to look him up now, but David said earlier that this guy looked like somebody else from the 80s. So it's like every time he introduces a character in this game, he's from the 80s. He was like another. He was like another singer. That's okay.
I just remember the Vanilla Ice introduction, sort of like Vanilla Ice-ish is what I think I said. All right, so you guys are traveling down these sewers.
That man was a god.
Who was a god?
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, he was. At that time, he was.
Now he has like a fix-it-up show where he fixes up apartments and stuff. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No singing, just fixing.
I wonder if he still has millions and millions, or I wonder if he's one of those cases to where he blew it all and now he's, you know, barely getting by on fixing up apartments. He's got to have money.
You have to blow it all.
You think so?
In your 20s and have millions of dollars, you have to blow it all.
Yeah,
that's the natural order of things.
Did. Yeah, he probably did. Yeah, if that was me, I'd have rode off, and especially being in my 20s and how I was at that time, I'd have like 10 times as much right now. I'd have my own fucking island. I'd own like some European country or something like that. I don't know. I'd buy some. I'd have bought not a European country, but that's way too much money. I'd have bought some small island somewhere.
Hey, I hear Greece is going for a pretty good amount. Now,
wow!
Oh yeah.
You can invest. You can invest in Greece.
No,
I don't think I would buy a European country because then you'd have to like be there. If they had a European country that you could bring back here, that would be fine.
I'd have bought like Easter Island or something, and just tilted all,
cool.
just threw all the rocks into the sea or something. Oh, that'd be cool. Buy Stonehenge.
I would have been a terrible, terrible business person, but I would probably be your best friend, and I would live on your island with you in your country.
Oh, that would be up. That would I would probably strangle you, Lester.
Yeah, duh. That's the best part about being virtual, right? It's like I can't tell you how many times in a regular D&D game I have either been beaten, kicked, or punched by now. But it's just like every once in a while my kids will come in there going, "You're being too loud, Dad," and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but that's all it takes, right? It's so wonderful.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, you pay the rent.
That's the secret they do.
Ooh. Ooh.
They farm wild gold. Pay the rent.
Ooh. Ooh, this
So
is dark and creepy. I like it.
Dave, if you had your own island, what would you call it? What would you name it?
It's a good question. I'd probably call it David Island. I mean, what else would you what else would you call it? I mean, seriously.
David Island, it doesn't got a lot of pizzazz to it.
Who gives a shit? If I got that much money and if I can afford to buy my own island, what do I care what other people think?
Would you want people to come to your island to visit you, or would you keep it open, or do you want them to stay away?
Knowing me, I'd probably want them to stay away. It would be invitation only.
Year-long
Okay.
D&D games.
Oh, of course. That'd be part of the grand prize. I'd be streaming
On the
from
internet, though.
coming to you live from Easter Island as the Dungeons and Dragons Easter Island campaign.
Wow!
I hear you could buy that island for a few trees.
You probably could. What I would do is, you know, if I hit the Powerball, I would literally probably buy Wizards of the Coast and move Wizards of the Coast to I would literally teleport it to Easter Island, and that's where the home office would be, is off of Easter Island.
I would move Wizards of the Coast to the middle of the country, and then they'd have to change the name
To what?
to Wizards of the Middle, I guess. Wizards of the Heartland, because it's Wizards of the Coast.
between the coasts.
No,
Yeah.
it goes back
No,
to Dungeons
very
and
nice.
Dragons. Or it's like it started in the Midwest.
I would just probably change it back to TSR, maybe. Buy the rights for TSR and get back to TSR. That'd be good.
I would expect a good job, Dave, over on your island. You know.
My island, oh yeah, I would do giveaways. We would do like every
how
3
well are you with
months.
a mop?
Yes, Glitter. How good are you with a mop? you can,
Bite me, Dave.
just kidding. No, that would be Worm asking, but no. No, I would have my
Exactly.
own. I would have my own. I'd have my own. I don't know. What would I? Who would I hire to clean up Easter Island for me? I mean, if I don't know what I would live in. Easter Island's not that big. I don't even know if you could even construct anything on it, to be honest.
If you really did
Just
Easter
hollow out one of
Island,
those moais.
yeah, that's right. Those things are pretty sweet. I would dress them all up like characters in a Simpson cartoon or something.
Yeah, put all different hats on them and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Giant hats. You could have them knitted by that one girl
Yeah, for
that's
the
always
ones
on
that
the
don't
internet
have
knitting.
hats, he means.
Or we could have,
That's right.
you know, we could have giveaways to where we could invite people over to the island and let them destroy one of the monoliths on stream live with jackhammers. Or
Oh,
you
that
know,
would be sweet.
the crane with the big ball, they could just hit it and it'll probably fly off the island into the ocean. That
When they get there, they think it's all going to be super fun and games, and then you have to jump them in like a gang and beat the shit out of them.
No, then you give them like a 30-minute head start.
then they have to swim back to South America if they want to live.
Look, you're choking up Deckard. He's like he
man.
wishes now.
Yeah.
Careful, don't choke on a chicken bone.
Yeah, no, it sucks having a cold. Sorry.
Oh, I know. I've been there before, dude.
You need to head out, man.
No, absolutely not.
All right, I'm just wondering.
No place I'd rather be.
Oh, that's
ranch.
awesome. Didn't know if you were going to need a couple weeks off or anything like that.
He does. He needs 2 weeks off to recover
They
from
have
cold.
chickens over there?
Just the one. Not anymore. Son of a
Not
bitch.
anymore.
His roommate went out and ate it. They just had the one.
I
His
didn't
name
know
was
it either.
Wilbur. And now somebody ate it, and they're going to have to ship new ones over. It's a big hassle.
Yeah.
That would be too good. One chicken over there. All right, so you guys are trying. Let's get back to the game. Holy cow, that's unbelievable.
cow.
Where did that rant come from? That was like a full group rant. That wasn't just a Dave rant. Wow. All right, so you guys are traveling with this guy named Ocker, and he's told you all this about the sewers, kind of like the history of the sewers. You know, trying to keep it hidden from the rest of the population in Nestora. You guys have traveled about a mile so far, taking about 2 hours or so of drudging your way through this stinky, sweaty, filthy, disgusting sewer system. You know, literally, you know, you can see the sewer draining from all of the holes along the the top portions on the right and left hand sides of you, with all of these holes that this shit and all this other it's waste. That's what it is. This is sewer. So you guys get to a four-way intersection, and Auker's like, I have to think of which way we need to go.
Hey, look at that map you had.
Yeah, he pulls up his iPad and he goes, "Oh, the goddamn battery's down." And his pad has now died, and he goes, "Oh shit, I thought I charged that last night." So, like I said, the tunnels are, about this portion, it's opened up to about 20 feet wide, because it's sort of like, it's not the main area where the main sewage has gone, but this is, everybody give me a perception hearing test if you guys have hearing, add in that bonus as well.
Wow, somebody stunted.
Yeah, but too bad you don't stunt for, checks.
A hearing stunt.
Yeah, Glitter and both Glitter and Deckard. Both of you guys are listening around, and you hear sort of like a scratching sound and a very high squeal sound, sort of like, almost sounds like rat sounds, but these are,
Oh, hell no.
much more defining off into the distance. But as for the rest of the party, you guys, and Auker, he's fiddling around with his pad, and Lester and Folly, you guys are, Lester and Folly's still looking for the spaceship.
I know Lester's probably. I'm
Folly
sorry, go ahead,
found it.
Folly.
She's riding it.
Oh.
He's on the spaceship.
I walk over to Lester and I say, kind of do this number here. Say, bend down here a second, Lester.
What do you need, Glitter?
And I kind of do this little sidestep, jump on his back, and say, "There's rats!
You got slime on your feet. That's disgusting. You got slime on your feet. Ow! All this
There's
time,
rats! There's rats! God, you're gonna have to carry me now."
all this time we've been walking, I've been hiking up my robe so I don't get slime on the bottom of it. But now this girl has just gotten slime all over the back.
I'm tracking slime up his whole ass into his robe.
Oh, you want me to throw up? I'm regurgitating.
I'm like doing that thing where my little legs are like, scrounging up his back. Do like a shimmy.
I just ate. I'm gonna baby bird this food back.
I do need to ask you guys one thing.
Slime. It's 2 p.m.
Oh, whoa! Folly's coming up with some good stuff.
She always does.
What is everybody's light sources? Because it is pretty dark in this sewer system.
I don't think I need one, do we? Let me see.
The DM said it's dark, so I guess I'm going to pull out my flashlight.
Okay.
Did you say flashlight?
So I think you get
just making sure.
One charge of a battery is about
that's what the thing
4
says.
hours or so.
Flashlight.
Oh, it's a flashlight. It's not a flashlight.
Oh damn!
Flashlight.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah, Glitter's run out of batteries.
Yep, I had a flashlight one day. I had to turn it inside out.
Nice.
Well, I'm riding Lester now. I'm like literally got my arms around his neck, hanging off the back of him. I don't need a light. I'm using Lester's light.
Yeah, it says one charge will power a flashlight for 3 hours. So Folly has her flashlight out.
I also turn on my
okay,
flashlight.
and Deckard has his. That sounds good. And then also, Auker, he pulls out like a lantern.
I'll remove a charge.
Yeah, and Auker, he is also having a light source. So you guys have plenty of light sources to see. Now, as for these sounds that you had been hearing, that was for Glitter and Deckard. You guys start to see that certain portions of this pool in front of you. Here, let me show you guys a map. This isn't the most beautiful of maps, but it is a sewer map. I need to start buying some more map packs. I think there's a lot of map packs